Right, well, this is where they lay their bed. It's 2 minutes now. Whatever happens over the next 60 seconds really is going to be a key factor in the start. 2 minutes.
6 degrees, 7 degrees to boat.
Okay, we're hearing a little line bias to the boat end side, so that means that there's a slight advantage with this wind direction, but the boat end is favoured, and I think we're going to see a fight for the right, PJ.
Coming down to 145. It's a fight for the right as Team New Zealand's on the lead. Alinghi's on the push.
Okay, Team New Zealand electing to approach back, and Alinghi, yes, also going to go inside here.
So it's Alinghi here on the left, Team New Zealand on the right. That's Peter van Nieuwhuizen on the bow for Alinghi. Coming down to 120. Alinghi out to the right now, Team New Zealand out to the left.
Yeah, I like this. I think Team New Zealand are called for the right. I think Dean's in a good position to execute that. And for Alinghi, they have to try and start as close as they can. The only risk here is if Team New Zealand are above that committee boat lay line.
So can Alinghi try and help Team New Zealand out? That's got to be a key inside the final minute to the start of the first race, America's Cup 2007.
Yeah.
Looks safe here to me. I think the Kiwis are going to be fine. They're going to be able to get a start off. Alinghi now just trying to get that separation down to a minimum.
So as we look up the course, it will be Team New Zealand out to the right. It is Alinghi to the left. Alinghi down to Lewin ahead at the moment. Peter van Nieuwhuizen on the bow of Alinghi. Meanwhile, it is Giro Lomas on the bow. Signaling back to Dean Barker. 20 seconds to the start.
17, 15, 14, 13.
Winding up now for the swing shot start. 10 seconds.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
The start, race 1, the 32nd America's Cup of Valencia, Spain. It is Team New Zealand in the windward position. It's Alinghi down to Lewin and ahead. Now we come to the first trial of strength. How long can Team New Zealand live on the hip? Or can they live there?
Speed is good. Team North is good.
Well, great job there, I think, by Dean Barker. I'm sure that those guys wanted the right-hand side. Looked close on the lay line, but at the end of the day, executed a nice right-hand start. And as you said, PJ, this will be the real first speed test we've seen between the two boats.
This is it, folks. The first trial of strength on the first leg of the first race of the America's Cup.
Pressure holds, Louis.
You see, the separation looks pretty similar to how they came off the start line, so things look quite even. Team New Zealand look pretty nice, doing a pretty nice job to windward. And hanging in there just fine to me, PJ.
That sounds like James Dagg talking to Grant Loretz. His nickname is Louis. When you hear Louis, they're referring to Grant Loretz, the upwind trimmer. That's on board Team New Zealand.
Little choppy.
I think Team New Zealand are gaining, PJ. I think they're just starting to climb off Alinghi. And you look at that, to me, the separation has maybe increased a little there.
Hey, Terry. I think it goes silo and then just reset up.
Behind.
So the advantage to Team New Zealand by 19 metres at the moment. And your prediction, James, the Team New Zealand are hanging in there just fine at the moment.
Yeah, I think the key moment for me was that ride. We saw them, Dean, try and hold the dial up, bailed out, went to the final approach, but was able to execute that separated to windward start. Looked close on the race committee lay line, but really did a nice job. And as you can see, if you look on the virtual eye, the Team New Zealand have actually opened up the separation and are in a very controlling position right now.
Now, to non-sailors, separation means the distance between the two boats?
Distance between the two boats. If you can see the virtual eye, you can see how the boats are a lot tighter together, closer together. And Team New Zealand's been able to open that distance up and give themselves a little bit more breathing space. And, I think first start to Dean Barker, real nice job.
More than that, Barry. Oh, no, 61.
More than that, Barry. Someone's talking to Barry Mackay in the pit. That voice, we just got to work on that. There's certainly a voice coming off Team New Zealand, although there are half a dozen New Zealand voices on the Lingy as well. Things looking good for Team New Zealand at the moment. Very good.
A little left at the top is softer.
You can hear the trimmers saying Breeze is going a little softer as they get to the top of the course. And from what we've heard from the Meteo guys, it is meant to go a little lighter. But look at that picture there. That's real nice separation. And if anything, there's been a little bit of a shift to the right to allow them to climb up like that. And I think all the spectators can really see the chop that the boats are going through, pounding through these waves. And it seems to be suiting Team New Zealand just fine.
It's an interesting point, whether or not it's a trial of strength in the boat speed, because we were told it would be a nice, even test right across the course. But if the breeze just flicks a little bit right, the boat with the better pressure goes faster.
It does, and I think that's why we're seeing that sort of 20-metre advantage already. And it'll be interesting to know. Maybe we might hear Kevin Hall or Ernesto on the other boat call out the times, how much longer they have to hold on this starboard tack until they reach the ley line. And for Team New Zealand, they're going to really look to try and hold this advantage the whole way to the left.
Pressure hold.
Team New Zealand NZL 92 to windward. Alinghi the defender, SUI 100. This is the first time that SUI 100 has been in an official race. It's bumpy out here today, James, isn't it? It's not just a question of the slop from the spectator craft either. It's just what's happened overnight. And it's left a bit of a bump in the sea.
It has. We've had the northeast gradient, and that usually in Valencia leaves quite a bit of chop. I think that added with the fact that there are so many boats out here, I think it's only going to get more rough. I mean, as soon as some of these bigger power boats start launching to the sides of the course to follow the boats upwind, we're going to really see the boats start to bounce around.
So the afterguard here aboard Alinghi, very busy and engrossed. Juan Vila is the navigator, an outstanding Spanish sailor who sailed around the world and actually been in Auckland.
Very, very experienced crews on both boats in the back. And looking now, looks like there might have been a little bit of a left shift and a little gain back to Alinghi. And now we see the Kiwis bail out and head to that right-hand side.
So Team New Zealand has tax. Certainly Alinghi closed it down from out to 30 metres down to 6-7 metres. It'll be interesting to see now what Virtual Eye tells us. And it is giving the advantage to Alinghi. And you reckon the left shift came back there?
I think we saw a little left here. Alinghi started to get back into the race there. Took a little gain back. But I think it's very close here. I think, as you can see, the Virtual Eye is starting to wind down, and the advantage will probably go back to Team New Zealand as it does. But it's still a very, very close boat race, and right now I give the advantage to Emirates Team New Zealand.
Right, so here comes now. Alinghi is tacking back as well. And it's really Virtual Eye's got a bow to bow. And Team New Zealand still is out to the right. They do have the starboard hand advantage when they come back in.
Got the starboard hand advantage. The important part they fought for that, they've got it, and now let's see if they can hold that. For me, we've seen the first speed test, which looked very, very similar to boat speeds. Now we've got the second speed test of the boats, both on port tack. A lot more separation for Alinghi now, and let's see what happens with this.
So here's Dean Barker. Right behind him is Terry Hutchinson. Terry Hutchinson's getting information from behind him, from Kevin Hall, navigator, from strategist Ray Davies, also from Adam Bieshel. And they're giving information to Terry Hutchinson. Meanwhile, Terry Hutchinson also is talking and listening to those in front of him and getting the sum total, and also looking at the maritime game of chess. And then he's giving a complete summary of all of that information to Dean Barker. So you see Terry Hutchinson look out to his left again. So we're in the early stages of leg one, race one, the 32nd America's Cup. Virtual Eye now does give a narrow advantage to Alinghi, the defender. But we really have got a boat race. We really have got a contest here in the opening stages.
Well, there was so much interest in this first start, the first cross, the first beat, in fact, to see about the relative speeds of these two boats. And if we maybe go back to the start, Cameron, and just maybe a couple of minutes out through virtual and have a look at what Dean Barker had to do here.
They did a really nice job holding the dial up for a reasonable amount of time, which gave him the ability to control the right-hand side of the start box. They did nice work, Team New Zealand, getting a nice start to the right, a little bit of favoured bias to the committee boat. It was probably worth half a boat length maybe off the start line to be to the right of the person if you're both equal on the line. And as we've come along here, we've just seen a